Today na the 19th day of July 2023. Forbes magazine, Forbes advisor say Salonde number 4 by the top 10 weakest currency na the world inside this first part of 2023 we dem don analyze. You know, you hear me fine? I say Forbes say when then they check the country them when are the weakest by the top when are the weakest currency in the world inside this first part of 2023, fambull them. Salon take number 4. Let them they sink first bar. We no want for be the carrier of bad news, but not to waiting with the makeup. Yeah, not to waiting we make up. Because I see somebody the other day, where they talk say Tripoli, you na enemy of progress. Tripoli, you na this. Tripoli, you dey. Come, can you hear me? You were right say Tripoli na enemy of progress. The investment where Tripoli gets na Salon. You were right so. I don't think you get quarter of them. Not so because Tripoli not to that kind of person where they can put so you don't ever see apart from share network. Who say again you don't see Tripoli? Apart from here. Or explode Tripoli. Okay, yes. Let me get some too. Apart from share network, I explode Tripoli. Who say again you don't see Tripoli? Exactly. Yeah? I just want to let you know that. Say that 3 Tripoli there. You get the activist. Na insidoya soon. You get the explorer. We don't take upon himself for show the entire country na YouTube. Go check him. You get the farmer extraordinaire. Where done. Left so. Yeah? If we can, they point things out. Why make some of una where they support this administration think say anybody will point things out where they go wrong? Now enemy. Why? So I'm just asking. Some of una way they support this administration. When I think say anybody will point things out, say this not correct, this not so, this not so. Na enemy. Usana to hear the member me say, tell them or talk to the camera. We turn the mic so people them way you know they even remember. We turn the mic to them. Go YouTube, just search for talk to the camera. And you go hear from the people there. Oh yes. I mean the flag bearer for Void Party. But seriously though, why make una think say everybody for be a song where they praise this administration? You don't want this suicide they accept say na due to fault of their own? Okay, yes, well, JJ Safa, he be talk am in passing. Where he talk say, Now just 1 or 2 mistake. But in 3 months we go fix them. Yes, JJ Safa. He said 1 or 2 mistake. Maybe that's why it's not there anymore. But seriously though, who say you don't see this administration accept say this not due to we own fault? They don't need 5 years. 2023. Salonde among the top 10 weakest currency in the world. Who do one blame back for this? Oh, now number 10 we been there. Now this administration I don't push and can number 4. So at least we don't move 6 place or 5 place. Now that's you want for say. Because you know ever suicide then they talk this. When they're ready for get rid of textbook economy. When they get ready for get rid of her, they make a big deal? No. They don't make a big deal. Oh. In fact, they say, na in the brag now to we say, na vacation ingo. Ingo vacation. When choose for return from the vacation, when choose, now they come back. Isat Kuruma they ask if this na news. Na news to we. If not to news to you, not to problem, sir. How do we fix this? Is this normal? We supposed for them among the 10 weakest currency in the world? So in normal, we for just accept, it's a way they accept if this is news. We for just accept and not to so. What is the Bureau administration doing to change this thing for Sierra Leone? Why make una way they support? Una no go see something as bad as this and say no, true, this thing need for change. What are the policies they are coming with? What are A, B, C, and D? But instead, as long as it not look good for the government, now for just turn blind eyes to it. Is this news? Yes, na news, sir. Because we know once for day among the 10 weakest currency in the world. Who that out new money? Why make we still get new money and old money they float? Why make? Florence, I be expect much from you. Seriously. It's good though. I'm sorry for disappoint you. If you be the think otherwise. I'm sorry for disappoint you, yeah? Let's come back to the matter. When President Bill then be interviewed, when they launch the new money, what he say? He said, well, the first one we talk, well, me no to economist. He say no to economist. The bank governor say this one go up. You know help. The bank governor London left threats in we. He don't left threats in we. From what he's saying they pull the old money na line. He don't left threats in we. From what he say they pull old money. 30 days the old money they. Pull am from September. Grace period for country in November. And pull and they count am for March. Then pull and they don't count and now say, where this year done. But the whole money just they float. Ask people them. Ask them. We send money that tongue. Say, but they are the old money and the new money. This one and they give you plenty. Why do we still have the old money in circulation? We don't make too many money there in circulation. They chase few goods. So if we inflation reach rating 40%, what do you expect? Eh? Waiting. What's it truly you expect? The Bureau administration need for step up. The bank governor, Dr. Ibrahim Stevens. Some people still question Dr. Ibrahim Stevens. Say because now be the deputy bank governor with textbook economy. Now be bank governor. Textbook economy na be bank governor. The deputy bank governor being there, they na the sit down place there with textbook economy. They make all them plans there. Textbook economy saying the vacation, but you go vacation no can again. We know say Dr. Abraham Stevens now when I be the deputy bank governor, well, acting bank governor to bank governor. Now in the day. So you think say it go come with anything different? Eh? You think say go come with anything different? When I be done the deputize textbook economy. Textbook economy for saying not be the hearing nobody. But then fire the man said the young man put paper say you are fired. Ah. Take today some man don't know that and the bank governor don't know to the bank governor. Take today. They still say in feel say in still na bank governor. Textbook economy. I not deny say salon currency economy not be bad though. But Pope can't pour lamp a smack. Yes. He can't pour lamp a smack. Some of him policies them, the IMF, the World Bank, they not agree. But because the man of theory, now salon become for can test the practical. Since I don't care we go today. Since I don't care we. From when they ask and say, but this new money, how much you print? Tell the command they not tell we. It just tell we say, when you look at the spending pattern, when you watch the spending pattern, the money when you don't go print to a carry it from outside Sri Lanka, that one day for take with 5 years. The money not even last 3 months. It not last. Eh? It not last so. Now see, so they like it today. I don't know if all waiting me don't they imagine a classroom. They say me the day when they give me the opportunity in salon for become bank governor. Now there they go take the practical. I did. And the saddest thing is, he not the listen person. He not the listen. But he says don't talk. He say as you begin engage jam. These are videos, audios they will don't play na. So whatever they talk, not to say na make up. If you not be there that thing they well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It say as you begin engage for talk to her, in the look you, they think say waiting they inside this talk here for you where you bring can to her. Now so in the see all man. Waiting they inside this talk where you bring can to her. So in that light, angel they make like a say they hear you, but you know listen you. Because to her, now just the mortal man in selfish thing inside, now you come for. We mean to say, even if people let me get genuine advice, you know the looker. To them, now ain't no more sabi. In a professional. So what you expect? He don't lecture for how many years? He writes book about corruption. He writes book about economy. Now take and buy say paper cab. Hello can give bank governor. And begin test all in different theories them pa we. Now look who side left we. Look who side left we. And for one reason, this administration talk and go talk and can. They get one fine relationship with Poppy. Even when they ask him for come out. They don't find the man still make more per week and vacation he go. Whenever he choose for come back now, they come. Because what he do? Hey man, they not pull them black and white. So if he still a cut most per week. Yeah. We don't see we own. Pan textbook economy. But what's the way forward? The Bureau administration need for step up and accept this defeat. Make we know waiting na the way forward. There is something where I want to make you know about Tripoli. Because I know say Florence no go see this page again. You go now on YouTube for go down with be the talk now. I don't care the relationship where if you say we get online or offline. I always the talk now say we na 360. So it depends how you meet we. You might meet we na today, you think say now we all sing Hosanna Hosanna. You might meet we tomorrow, you say I be visiting Hosanna, be able now they say crucify him, crucify him. So Florence will be there at the comment section. They write right. The bouncer don't take care of him. You are either here to learn or you keep quiet or you take your exit for today. You take them for today. You think to say, no, today on it look like say they know na my side. But you feel to say we get with guidelines now. If you say na for can disrupt the class, we class the in session. You dey go with. Feel free. For writing it you and right now on YouTube. But when class day is session, we know they take no roto rata. That's AAA for you. Yeah? I just make quick one. I'm going to get right to your opinion as I can see. But we get guidelines. We get guidelines. So let's just follow the guidelines and we say we're enjoying Naya. We're at 360. If today will not speak your language, allow we. Yesterday will be the speaker. Now make you feel to say now we only one side. Yeah? Let's continue. Because we know one day that the 10 most weakest currency in the world. And if you feel to say we're not for talk about that, I'm sorry. We go talk about that. Well, the bad things there, we're not just able to pay blind eye to the bad things there. No, sir. No, ma. It affects we all. We all it affects. Like I tell you, this administration, because of right now, that then go pass champa. Eh? Who that? Omar. You keep the axe with AS Bangla. AS Bangla get issue with the bouncer. Now I make no there. Like I said, when you cross the line, I don't care whose relationship you think say you get network, you get AAA, you get everybody, but if you cross that line there, you know they see this page. That's the reason. You know they see the page. Yeah? We've been supposed for them build with economy. We've been supposed for them build with currency. Say we go able to join the ECOWAS currency. But also we did. Ne? Also we did with that one day. Let's come to Forbes now. What's in the right between? Then ask a question, but they are family. Then say, what's in na the world's weakest currency? What's in I mean by that? Eh? Forbes say what's in I mean? They say the United States dollar generally na can look like a say na the most powerful currency in the world. They say not to show it be you, but certainly na the most traded by some margin. Where people and they do business. Mostly na dollar. Where they want to do business. Not to the most powerful, the dollar, the US dollar, but by some margin. Where most people and they do business, and the US dollar, then they link them to. While you go on for look at like say, not to the world's strongest currency, because if you want to talk about the world's strongest currency, they look at waiting the Kuwaiti dinar. But that one they back for them, now the top of the 180 or so traditional flat currency recognized as legal tender around the world. Yeah, the Kuwaiti dinar, then they use them around the world. But when you talk about the most strongest, you want to compare at the end of the scale the weakest currency. And na trade where na tiny fraction. Now you go able to look into the dollar. Yeah, we all know say the Japanese yen is strong. some currency them require tens of thousands of units for buy just $1. Just $1. Alright. So they say, well, let's take a look at the 10 weakest currency in the world based on their value against the dollar. They say, but before we take and so, let's check back how you the price foreign currency against the dollar. I they link the all two. They say foreign currency, then they trade them in pairs. Then they come by twos in pairs. For example, if they buy US dollar, where they use British pounds. As a result, the currency they always price relative to the other currency, known as waiting exchange rates. We all sabi that na how they send money go salon. Quick, you ask waiting at the exchange rate, because waiting the dollar as against the leons. Now exchange rate. Forbes say most of the currencies then they float. It's what they mean by that, by that float today. They say because it fluctuates depending on waiting demand and supply. They say, however, some of the currencies them they already don't peg them, they already don't tie them. What means so? Then value, it tied already to the other currency, such as the US dollar, at a waiting fixed agreed rates, where the financial institution at that country they don't tie one thing to the dollar. Waiting exchange rates they affect. Forbes say exchange rates they affect the cost of goods and services in a foreign currency. Me and you in a salon people le usabibo. Then they use mostly the British pound for give an example. Let's say for example, if the pound strengthen against the dollar, if the pound get shrink past the dollar, person whether na the UK or whether na England, we want for go na America holiday, it cost and cheap for common at the UK go America for holiday, because we know the pound is stronger than the dollar. If the leons get shrink past the dollar, we where they send money na salon, we go losses. Even though it is so, we think so the losses back. But the one that we go to salon, we go to send money come for we. Then go they gladdy. So now because the dollar get shrink past the leons, now make every time when somebody in a salon greet you say, hi, how are you? You afraid for ask and say, I'm fine, how are you too? Because you know say, as he say, how are you too? Malaria and typhoid, they come inside. And if malaria and typhoid don't come inside, you go help for buy 1 or 2 drip, because anybody who is sick na salon, na drip then the eng param. It is I make up that. How much the person don't greet you na WhatsApp? Oh, you dey watch us so? That notification can dey up. You dey try for balance. Because you know what they come after. But wait. Now because the dollar gets strength past the Leones. Yeah? So I give that example about the cost of goods. However, Forbes they say, exchange rates in movement also they create an opportunity for investors. Listen now. JK saying they hardly ask people how then they do. Hey, but brother, I've asked there. Exchange rates movement also create an opportunity for investors looking to make a profit from trading in foreign exchange. They don't produce a guide where they explain the basic of exchange rate movement together with waiting. Who Sabina alone. But look now. They say what's in the top 10 weakest currency. Forbes say they don't analyze the weakest currency based on the number of units of foreign currency received in exchange for $1. They say the exchange rate, then get them from currency converter. Based on the data from open exchange as the time when they write this. We all know that. As the time when they write this. Can you come back and ask you Forbes Sabi where they don't Sabi we now? I need to go to I go call the name, but then I need to go to them. Number one, you get the real from Iran. Whether the Iranian real, the top 10 weakest, and then the number one. Number two, the Vietnamese dong. Now then the number two. Number three, the Laotian kip. Number three, Laotian kip. Number four, Sierra Leonean Leone. We did number four. We they come to them. Number five, Indonesian rupees. And then the number five. Number six, Lebanese pound. 7, Uzbekistani som. 8, Guinean franc. 9, Paraguayan Guarandi. 10, Ugandan shilling. Where's Zimbabwe? Eh? Where to? This list there. How would I not go put Zimbabwe there? Eh? Wait possible. Eh? Let go currency converter. Why make them we then go put NEMPA? Let's see. How to say Leone and Leone na left way. United States dollar to Zimbabwean. Or now because then they use in fact they not put an safe. Because Zimbabwe na dollar then they use now. So I go na currency converter, the website, they don't put an there. Because it's new, then they use US dollar. What do they ask? Afghanistan? Okay, let's check Afghanistan. Because I know the issue. Afghanistan. Afghani. Okay. $1 equals to 87.50 Afghan. So, then better 87.50. Now Afghan day. Somali. Okay, let's check Somalia. They don't do it so. We defend Uda them forget. Somalia. Oh. Somali shilling. $1 equals to 569.50 Somali shilling. Now they give me what they can pay. Haiti. Let's check Haiti. Haitian gown, or how they call them. Wow. $1 equal 137.53 Asian. Haiti their money. Well, only one the one I don't ask for. Liberia, I would check them. Now wait. Would they look for who that they forget for put? Liberia, can I? Neighbor. Liberian dollar. 184.75 Liberian dollar. 1 United States dollar equals to 184.75 Liberian dollar. Jonathan Tarali asks for Guinea. Well, and Guinea they do. Guinea and France number 8. Guinea and France number 8. Venezuela. Abu Conte. That the last one and you. Let's check Venezuela. Abu Conte say Venezuela in Chile. Venezuela, where you at? Venezuela no dey. Abu Conte, Venezuela no dey na that website dey, sir. You say Chile, let's look for Chile. Chile, where you at? Chilean peso. 806.70 for $1. The Chilean peso. So Chile strong. Oh. You na left. Nigeria. Let's check Nigeria. Nigerian Naira. Nigerian Naira. Where you at? Nigerian Naira. $1 equals to 782.81 Naira. 782.81 Naira. So that again you ask for. Let's check Ivory Coast. We were in at the sub-region. Ivory Coast. Côte d'Ivoire. Let's go see. Côte d'Ivoire. You want to not put Ivory Coast. Congolese. Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire get other name. They not put Ivory Coast too. Well, I'll go Mali. Or become Mali, they're under sanction. They don't put themselves. Mali back no did it. No, this time Malawi not to. No, Mali no did it. Alright. Ghana. Let's check Ghana. Ghanaian cedis. Wow. $1 they give 11 cedis, 37 not to pesos then, yeah? Not to pesos, 37 cents if that cent then yeah now. But now 11 cedis. Now then they sell off for la Makata. They say là change my money les Ghana. Hein? Là check Gambia dalasi. Oui, Gambia famboulem. Gambia dalasi $1 they give 59 dalasi 65 butut. And there's a bit of money there. $59 65 butut for $1. So we don't hear. We don't hear. Look out to the Sierra Leone. If you be asked for Guinea, okay, let's look for Guinea and France first. Guinea and France. Now 8,650 Guinean, yes, 8,650 Guinean franc for $1. Then the number 8. Number 8 then the. But I'll go to Leone. Because as to the time when they write this, Salon, they number 4. As to the time when they write this. Now number 4 we dey. The Sierra Leone na the 4th weakest currency in the world. Forbes they say. Then say 1 leone or they buy 0.0000 they be 0 boku. Now they say no, let them make a finally understand. $1 equal to 17,665. That na the tell them be write this. 17,665 for $1. So today, what they talk so right now? Let's check now. Now the same website when they use. Let's check Amos Salon Dede. For right now, $1 according to the website na 19,750 leons. The time when they write this now be 17,665 leons for $1 dollar. But right now when me and you they do this program so now 19,750 leons. You think safe now the right time. Now number for this so 17,665 would be number 4. Number 3, when the Laosian keep na be $1, they give you 19,072. 19,072. What mean to say if now them be do am. Number 3, well, we number pass the right now. Look at number 2. Number 2, Vietnamese dong well ended 23,000. No. Well, forbidden number 3. Forbidden number 3. But na number 4 we dey. Why make we dey number 4? Because the new leone and the old leone still dey in circulation. Now make we dey number 4. If to say we be don't get rid of all the old leone, we will not for the get that boku money again. We not for the number 4. Because wetin do? We be don't pull the 3 zeros. We be don pull her. Una for be did. But we did it right now because we still they work with the old and the new. 1 leon now 1,000 leons. 10,000 leons now 10 leon. Eh? 100,000 now 100 leons. So if to say the economy where the bank governor be the plan for, if it be all water, like that 17,665 day for don't go 17 leon 67 cents. Now for don't go. No. 17 leon 67 cents. Yeah, we pull the 3. 10,000, 10 leon. 100,000, 100 leons. 200,000, 2,000 leons. Eh. 1 million. Vamos. Anyway, we find ourselves na today. Because we still don't sabi how to get rid of the old money. I make we find ourselves na. We know say if you go na black market, we're done in the 23 now, 22 now. 1,000. Eh? So if you look, the new money, they're not a looker. 1 million and 1,000 leons. They're not a looker. You can't say 1 million na 1,000 leons. Where be say the old money in 1,000 leons, not to 1 million. Now 1 million. If we try and get rid of this old money, even though it will be pain for we, but if we get rid of her, we don't cook the books for them. Jonathan Tarali say how much for $100 today. According to, I don't want to go black market, I don't want to go anything. I just want for you use currency converter. Where now based on them, Forbes do the analysis. Then tell we say right now $100 go give you 1,975,000 leons. If you ask for waiting a $100, 1,975,000 leons. $900. So, in the eyes of the world, the old money now is still in the worker with. So, what are we still waiting for? What we still wait for when we're not able to get rid of this old money? Dr. Ibrahim Stevens, bank governor, acting or not acting, bank governor. Wetin dey go on, sir, with the old money? Uncle Fantamadi na finance. Wetin, whose conversation they una dey get for try for get rid of this old money? We don't print new money done. We don't print it done. Why are we still having this conversation? When you in person, me workman, they always hold the talk. The new money and the old money. But now for pay 2,000 leons for workmanship. There are 2 million. So me say if I can make fun. 2,000? Why not a problem? Oh? That old money, I go just add a number, give una 5,000 leons per the old money. I don't help una. We all laugh. We all laugh. Because what we do, we still get the old and the new, they rub skin, they rack bala. Now so just one left, huh? Now so just one left, huh? The old and the new. You remember the time we launch her? We don't go put your hand up. Remember. Put your hand up if you remember whose time we launch the new Leons. You now long forget una the calefia. Una de lefia. Put yes, Karikaba is say member. Who that member? I see July, I see June. Who that member? Alright. Now the 1st of July 2022. Una always say July 1st. July 1st. Una win. Una all get one donuts. When this money be launched, they tell we say September. So if I run for July, August, September. September 30. The old money, anybody will not change them. Well, you not go able to buy with them. But however, you get from the 1st of October to the 15th day of November 2022 for make you can go to bank and some exchange points them where the Bank of Salongo gets. You go exchange and day for the new money. In a work. So waiting and new. Some of we will be there at the diaspora, will be get Leons, will begin plead, say, do ya? We don't be no self say the money say, well, when I left there. Me they able change me now. Hey, you know, stay a beginner. And I left there. And see if then they change me. What's happening at Cindy? And then we go to Houston. March. I see the Kanye and then they say, I'm not going to able 2023 March. We don't send until the end of the year. Like say far. Now July 19 with this soon. Extension. Now creep with the creep cancel to December back. 30 day the old money. Got it 7 and got it down for them. Because I know you say it map tranga wan like cotton tree. He no agree. It's still there with we. So Forbes at that time na be 17,665. Gandoba, thank you for the stars. Saleh Tsure, thank you for the stars. Una always don't give stars, una thank you. Then I for remind we say, don't forget to, the Sierra Leone was first introduced in 1964. And we economy that we Leone then say is free floating. I want this to be for la breeze. And inside the breeze blow, Sierra Leone they go. And they go. And say na free floating. Sierra Leone, then na West Africa. And they get border with Guinea and Liberia. Sierra Leone then key exports. They say we would export timber and minerals them. Where come for the minerals? They say diamond, gold, and industrial metal, the bauxite. Who they export. And then they sabi we for the world. But here, look we money ba. The value of the leone has been dragged down by inflation of more than 40%. Forbes they say. The value of we money. We not go talk about we money. We not talk about textbook economy. But they are fambulem. So Usa would reach by this conversation. To the likes of Issa, Florence, where they talk say, this not a news. We're not supposed to talk about her. You know they learn something today? You think say not a news? That's the problem with power supporters. If you know where they support, you not able to look the administration and tell them say, "Brah, this is not correct too." You not try lost all the money first ba. Now they fight with this new money. He go fine. But all day and day for defend. In their eyes, then political party no they ever do something wrong. Then they get it wrong. Then they get it wrong. That's not the sad thing about the party supporter them. Same thing with APC. Tattoo and Awa. Same thing. Some of the APC people are right now. They talk say this decision not fine. But you get the that fans say, unene gade. Ma bangura. Mame bangura. Bangura so they do. We na we. Na they na able sit down and tell you na party say no, let we go. How do we fix this? Oh no, they support you not able tell. God. Inflation of more than 40%. Together with significant debts. Now Forbes they talk. Forbes sign the talk. The debt so totes now with look and they don't come under. We get a slowdown in the economic growth. Forbes they talk about Ebola outbreak. That's what Forbes say. When we go through this, I feel to say the administration. Bulldozer, yesterday, I tried for bringing you Kayano Kairon or in a comment section I didn't like. Alright. The supporters for April help we where they talk now. For make clear the administration no see. But they are this December where they say that all money for done. Let them lose her. Waiting, this is the thing. Now everybody they talk about ACS not transparent. This is when the bank governor be go print money, he ever talk about he print? From all they ask that question, did they ever answer we? I must then container money no can a saloon. I must then container money no can saloon. Textbook economy. Par Calon. I not say saloon economy no be done bad though. But my dear, na enka we and now no pa di poto. Na en we and pa poto pa we. So if the bank governor Trade no be tell you how much he print. Now ECSL now you will tell you how they compute the number. Certain things then we like how family like you say Jama, let God sorry for we are. Yes, Alpha. Welcome, sir. What you get for me?
Yeah, big to us friend, and of course for you also for the time we take for analyze then things here for the people get a clear understanding. First of all, wait me go start for talk with now with regards those dieted supporters and of both parties. If you don't speak to those that in authority, trust me, they think say anything when they do not the right thing. And most times when they do the NTR, they're not they consult people. They're not they involve the country as a whole. You know, you want for change money, almost research you do, almost and consultation you do. Now that make we they reach these people they go so small. You know something they when we they bring the NTR out, you get the one that waiting say this now, the one the winner there anti party and people them. And but some of the NTR they say they not they pay you, they not they pay we, they not they do anything. We just want for six along go before. If you know say you party at the best, that's I can tell people the way you want argue. You there abroad, you see don't they life comfortable, you they enjoy light, you they enjoy every facility. You see, don't they? You then on social media they attack people away one for lay better, less alone better like outside. You see, don't know abroad. It's sad. Some people really na hypocrisy. Then they cause that. You they see the thing they go through the reality. Williams they go down every other day when they bring them up somebody they text if na topic na new thing. Like seriously. You see that abroad, the way to make if you think say you government or you party they do well, left America or left outside you they go sit down a salon. They need to do that. They at all. There's no more for the attack people them. Attack people them. I don't know if I really like the legs. I don't all of them party than the leg. It's something that it can really frustrating. When they see people and they do everything for ensure so we speak truth to them empower. At the end of the day, when I sit down, they attack people and personally, some man go even they cost you. You think life is better in Sierra Leone? Go and sit in Sierra Leone. Move. Take your entire family when you get in abroad. Go sit down a salon. But they no go there. They sit down for the attack people there. That comes to me point. Honestly, like I say, we really stop me. I mean, don't foresee this one. Yeah, and when we don't bring them here up na this platform, we go do currency. They will go denominate with money. Like we don't ask state today, to today the 19th, so sign at the 20th. Yeah, what would they ask? How much money they may go change? How much they pay for change this money? When this money may come, waiting them me do. This is what they say. You see, not like way they say that textbook governor or economists will be getting a saloon. You know they go put person up on a classroom. You say, nah, you know, because na professor, now this you say can't do some waiting and call. Now the same thing we see Professor Currencies so to end up for. Now so wrong things then they advise the president for do. Carry out research, wetin dey na book and wetin you dey go do na dey go na two different things. Na that make when you go na university, then they encourage you for go do practicum because you dey see the reality, you dey able to get an informed make an informed decision. Look how we economy we money don devaluate. Then somebody there they defend, not to them begin am, not to them wetin dem call. Something that it can beat me imagination. Honestly, how we say we elect Sierra Leone when people they raise voice for make something happen way good, we there for they condemn them, we there for they attack them. But for me, like I say, this thing not a new thing. And if the government not take prudent measures, trust me, it will not be like a Ghana where they be the pack boku money in a wheelbarrow. But we are moving there. I mean, don't get this thing. 3 countries will change their currency way, then they suffer like a waiting. Nigeria na 1, Sierra Leone na 2, Ghana na 3. These 3 countries will change their money in the peak of COVID. Na disaster. The economy really, really tough. Because when you change money, now money they use back for go pay for print. Why you know me? You don't use that money for help for improve the economy. Like I say, how much people and involved in this decision making? Which pilot face then do for say, well, you know what? Lord test this thing if it go work. Government now like a project. You know, just grab and just change something no more one. Now the effects they would get so. Not talking of we exporting or importing things. That one, in fact, it's in the world the imports now. In fact, I wonder what do they export right now. I really wonder. Then we want for let something country go before they not involve stakeholders. Then just sit down on our office, develop policy. Then wait till they call them to implement them. At the end, whether they get the bad name. Now this make me they talk 2 days ago that President Bio. Thank God today I see CS Longo give you certificate of winning or whatever. But any minister where you put in an office, if it takes 6 months, that minister not can meet you with development proposal. He's not fit for the job. Because then go there in that office, they take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years done. Now then they begin to talk, oh, na school free quality education, and now with flagship project. Anyone that we ask now that the story. Waiting the ministry and then they able for do for complement the effort of the president in flagship project. That's how you for able for align you put the ministers there. But you put people because of waiting. Then contribution to the party, how the party will able waiting and do for let the party win, then financial contribution for campaign. So you put them in their position and whether they qualify, whether they not qualify, that's not the concern. All that you know now waiting they contribute for winning. And then they affect with the square pegging round holes. Now with the big project at hand, the bad in hand is in agriculture. Every day minister they are waiting and they do how much we're able for improve on our agriculture so that we're able for like begin export them. Palm oil. What you will do for that extent, we will not say this one see what we're able for like harvest enough. But these are the things where you ministers them for able for develop and come to you as president or the chief minister say, okay, now this we want for do. But trust me, we will sit down and we will come back and begin call ministries there. Years down the line, they will not go do anything. How do we want to improve the economy? Why will you also not go continue for devalue? We know they do any business where they bring dollar in the country. Instead, the one that back where they collect we they send them back for going import more goods. My brother Trifule, if Salon for change, even we were there abroad, people need for change the attitude. People really need for stand and talk through to power. If we were there abroad, we don't see development, we don't see how the economy they grow, we don't see light, we don't see everything. In the middle of winter, them pump no go ever lock, say because ice don't for them boku, snow don't for them boku. Why can't we put our government on their toes for make them able for deliver for we nation? Instead, people are political party na they see. Even when the political party they do bad, to them not so bad, now good. So for me, like I say, the economy, I mean, the valuation of we currency, the best we could do now for low mates things they will be able for do business with foreign exchange go come to the country. Create policies them when foreign exchange go stay. Like a way they send remittance, then as also they send money, then how they go do for make them for MBO then they instead of then they give loans, what thing they go do for make them able give people the dollars. Then them policies then they able for develop. But trust me, people will do now that office then they for the next 5 years, nothing they not go come up with. At the end, when you make a say now party na in power. Now this now we they do. I think that I'm going to take Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
Yes, Umar, what you get for we, sir?
Thank you. I want to say thank you to the two people who speak before me, Al and Mr. Osfred. The thing is, we as Sierra Leoneans, waiting we value. You know, we get for begin the ask, we set them question and they, you know, something and they, or waiting are we priority? How do we prioritize things? Do you want to put the country before the party? You don't mind if the party they do bad, but as long as not in power, that na your priority or that na your like, because they said not make comparison with America, but the reason why this make comparison because now they mean a transplant na America because don't they are longer than Sierra Leone are born. So now they talk for. I don't spend more years of my life now than Sierra Leone. So I mean a transplant. So I go talk about here. When even when we get red state and blue state, but sometimes when things then they go bad, especially the economy. Now one thing with this nation, any president who want to be a one-time president or will not want to stay longer, mess around with people in pocket, mess around with people in jobs. Because even if you get extramarital affair, we then are doing Bill Clinton in time with Monica Lewinsky. But when the economy be good, now Republicans are the normal BC that's a problem. Because nobody don't care. But if the economy not be good, Bill Clinton before don't go. So that tells you how then people value the economy. They want people to forget jobs. Because when people then get job, money in their pocket, they feel lively. In fact, then they shy away even for talk about politics. Because we all know American man, and people don't like vacation, they like to do big things. So when they get good job, where they able get money for putting Pekin in a college, or build a nice house, maybe even throw a boat, a yacht, that's good. But that, as we as Sierra Leoneans, that now we priority economy, because to me, that for be the number one thing. We get close to 90% unemployment. We get day in and day out with everywhere this present government, the talking heads them, they always tell me, say, this government like a responsible government. Now a responsible government. Sometimes I can ask myself, what is the definition of responsible? How you the time say this not responsible? How you they classify or how you they say this thing or this person is a responsible person? Or then they misuse the word. Because when you say this is not a responsible government, that means the responsibility, the things and way then they do, They work with the people them where then they govern, make their life better. Their responsibility, because my responsibility as a father, now for provide for my family. Make sure say me picking and get roof over the head. Make sure say them get food in the refrigerator. Make sure say them go good school. Make sure say I give them the best life I can possibly give. Now that we president, now that then they do, now that then see as a responsible government, now that then they think or then get another meaning. Because how you go say you're responsible, but day in and day out, you dey do things them where like head scratcher. You just scratch your head. Say, why? We not get how we get here. We already they in a bad shape with the economy. You not get nowhere for get money because even the minerals that we form the talk about, now change we they get compared to the miner them would be people who they can mine the minerals. Then they give we change for maybe every 200,000 with them profit, then give we 10,000. So that scratch them out. We need to get that today. What else? We need to export agriculture. We need to do anything. We need to plan. From what this president come and say all a minister them forget farm them, instead get for farm, let anybody show me when Marabi harvest. It don't show we picture when it's not na farm, but let them show we the harvest crops them. They're not they. We economy small Gambia. Now only tourism. I get friend na Gambia, why can send money to them? If funny, when you send $100, na salon, na million in the talk about. Even though, let me say something. Iran, the reason where maybe Zimbabwe, the money be the go bad, because of sanctions. If there not been the lobby sanction, America not been the lobby sanction, and obviously the economy for good or bad. Iran, the reason why we beat them, now sanction. We in Iran are night and day, the wealth we then get, the oil. Now this sanction, we all know. Now because then America, they go head and head. All the sanction and they just the pack sanction upon sanction. So then say whatever wouldn't they use for selling the oil, themselves not just like African nation and then just hold on to themselves. We people in the suffer in Iran. But we in Iran are night and day. If they lift all the sanctions and they night and day in terms of riches. But we get government where this fiscal responsibility, when you say you're responsible, but we need to see fiscal responsibility, even here, nine them party and I had to go against the talk, but all the time. What in a fiscal responsibility? Tight your belt, cut down on your expenditures. But this man, they're not even done in inauguration yet. We already talk about the large bloated budget the past 5 years. Now we see it don't increase another 3. It divide the Ministry of Information. They create another job for Kande Yunkela. So we get all into here and like what maybe tell some of my friends now we forum the other day. Me don't I don't try to forget all myself rammed up about Sierra Leone. Because the problem is if we not get for cost the president, we not get for beat the president, but we all can speak the same language. Say, Daddy, things they're not right. Things they need to go right. That no means say you disrespect the president. Now only people come to like Sierra Leone where you tell the presidency things they need to go right. Policeman they can go na CID Lego answer question. But the one self when can come na them shows here whether na Triple Leone or another one them anytime when they say something Triple Leone one day cause this president. And if anything, we all know anybody will begin cause that issue. If they block them or he wipe them off. So that tells you we need to cause this president. Now we president, now we brother, now we cousin, now we pikin. We want to see let him do something better for we all. So if we say something need to go right or something bad, my brother, nobody no hate Marabio. Maybe they did, but me, I no hate her. I want to see let this man succeed. Let him go before. But if something, why you picking you the corrector? Now when you do something bad, even you young parents, you mama and papa, will they correct them? If they do something, you say, "Oh, mommy, not to so that's not right." We picking and they do want to win now. Now, no more, not even getting a chance and they for doing to we young people in Africa back then. But you for able for look you papa and you mama and tell us, no, this way you do so, it's not right. So we for able for look with president, we love the man, and I make people not vote for him. So why would not for able for criticize? Then would I not feel say would not like the guy? Oh, which you know the talk about not to the first one. Well, we know still not to the first one. Now I make we put on the let him stop the bleed. But when we talk, then when they give we back talk, no, we all need for come on the same page. Maybe that will help kind of push the president. So you know what, things they need to go right. Because we economy they in a shamble, in a mess. Now make me tell TJ that now we forum there and I say, you know what? Sierra Leone not the only place for me for go. Because when I transplant now. Akiwa go salon, Akiwa no go salon, and they miss and they lost nothing. But people and way don't invest, and people and way still get people and for go visit year in, year out. It pinch them. Now that no more, my brother. Law no they cost we self. Law no they halap we self. We not mean bad for this president. We they pray. We want for let God let this president succeed because when this president succeed, now we nation don't succeed. But if something go bad, if somebody say, this president you hire too much or you they do so, you for help with because you just have this year. Not a bad thing. You for help with let we all do that so that go sink in our head. Maybe just maybe it will change. Then we all hold left at each other because somebody say that. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Umar. Yes, Ezekiel, what you get for us, sir?
Thank you so much, Triple A. Thanks to the panelists and all listeners. Paupa, Salon for Better. This is not the good part of Paupa. We want Salon for Better. So, if you check, nobody know the in Sierra Leone way the accent today. Be SLPP, APC, or any type of person. Go ask them right now. You want water supply in your place? You want electricity in your place? You want quick transportation, access to transportation? No good thing on the way they see in other country. We go ask any Sierra Leonean, regardless which party then they support. We then not go say yes, we want that. Ladies and gentlemen, we would say democracy. Now that competing idea, nine na democracy. If you did it, you know they provide, then thing then they. The next man way they compete against you, and go come up with them talk then they. Why this thing not they? Why this thing not they? Why you know they provide this? Why you know they allow people and for complain about that? And that's not democracy, ladies and gentlemen. And so, way you dey na power, whosoever they support that power. And this one, when I get the slogan, say, power pass along for better. So anything we they see it they go wrong, we not to think we go make you feel better. Before come up with them. And you, where you dey na power, now you position for tell we say, yes, this thing not they, this thing not they, but now this and this are they do for let them here happen. This democracy is supposed for benefit we all. If you where you they support, you not get water na your place. The only way they get and pass it pay for bouncer for character, especially inside the city. How you go sit down at that place, you no one complain about that. Or you no one push the one way in power so that I go provide that. If we all come to that understanding, things go better for we. Because now we self, now we suppose for the whole them people are accountable. We know they do one, then they enjoy, then get the luxury. You know, for say you you don't support now for way that person they pass with him big jeep with all insecurity around. You come on, you clap for him. Oh yeah, now the party goes so. Oh yeah, now the minister they go so. Now life done there for you. Now life done there for you. Because this dollar issue with we currency, now the foundation to all this better life who they talk about. If waiting for chase many goods per union currency, now it chase too few goods. Just imagine if you get 5 picking them. You know, if you been the use just $10 for feed them, now $10 not they do because the things that we you for use for feed them, most of them now imports with the importer. And with money go down, now dollar now we they pay for and we not they travel with that Leone for go pay for the thing and we can at the country, it costs a lot of money. So this idea for say we something like this come up instead of you come up with a constructive criticism against the man where you they support so that then go find we have for fixer, you they go around they attack other people. You know, and the sad thing is just check this. The one day we then they do very well. All this writing way people and they write for complain and fight each other. And not they ever do them. Nobody know they way right now it did live very well in Sierra Leone. You know, if you want water, even though water business money, but you get the money for pay bouncer, they can't turn her up in tank. Where they say, hey, he not the good. In fact, he defend we high for protect himself because waiting in get now, he want to enjoy him. Una won't not get, won't they always go down at the street for complain. Now una they team up na other place and argue people. Again, this democracy is supposed for benefit you. And the best way for benefit you, the one way you they support, where it don't begin mess up. Now una voices. Now for first begin at the una they meet una tell them. Many times, if that changes not happen now, una for begin to voice them once on a while. So that then change here will happen. Because now so we want this democracy for work for everybody. It for work for every Sierra Leonean. Like what I say at the beginning, no Sierra Leonean, no they just no way they go ask about if they want get light, if they want get water, if they want get good health insurance hospital, we don't go say yes. So waiting now no problem. Why they want the way then they na power right now? We then they easily fly out, then go easily go in a better hospital. You know able. Now you they all the time online they fed people. That way money they it will continue for go down if we not push them people have so that then go make some changes. You know, we election one can they pour more dollars to the banks then so that the value will go down small in exchange rate. You see how way they run come up back because not to the best way than they for make with money value. The best way for make for value, you know, export, production basically. And we get how many percentage of unemployment we will get in the country? High. We know the government not go able to employ everybody, but we make the situation and the environment open up to the people and so that then go continue for hire people. The few people away then they hire people, they continue for increase their taxes. They increase their taxes. You know, the problem they get even with flight. If flight they come for Easter and a salon, maybe where they come down, the people away then they come out, maybe then get for instance, let's say then get $20,000 out of them. And then for that 1 hour, we then at the ground, now go charge them $5,000, $6,000, $10,000. Then go look and say, man, this don't make sense because that gas alone way they take for like the plane take off. A lot of money for them. So why they no go place where they know say the margin is high for them. So we all get for come together. We not they push them from bad. We they push them for let good things that happen for the country. So Lord, we all come together. So Lord, we push, we leaders and so that good things that will continue for happen for we people. I'm your contribution and thank you so much, Triple.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Welcome on board, Tony. You get the platform. Which you get for me?
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. Um, I will start with redenomination. And throughout history, most of the countries we do redenomination suffered a severe inflation. We make their local currency become depreciated so much. And I feel say that was one big step or one big failure, one big mistake where the former bank governor make. Because you cannot redenominate when all things being equal, which means no economic activity is not increase, things still hard or difficult. Business people they contemplate either to invest their money or bring capital for invest in the country. Other people that will get their money because the cash trap economy wherein some people hold their money don't know what for do. So I feel say you get for give that kind of confidence. You understand? And even when you do the denomination, creates that shock in the market because some people then you will get a society where not so everybody they read their rights. That might myself where they sell or some people that already do big business. I mean, it takes them a while for me to be able to understand. Even myself, for understand this freedom, I even mistake for give that 20,000. So create all that kind of confusion. So I feel say that was one big mistake. Even though there were several mistakes we make with currency, they depreciate, but that just can't expose. I mentioned that one time. When you get too much money, just like we Alpha what Ezekiel said, too much money chasing too few goods. We get too much money in circulation. You can't have the new notes, you have the old notes and everything. They chase too few goods within at the market. We know the imports, we know the this, we know the that, we know the export that much. We still that we depend on more on importation on several things that we need. I feel say the bank governor, you understand, in first step right now, whoever we did or whoever we did come, now for get rid of the old notes. Let we standardize with transaction. You understand? We got so much opportunities where we can leverage on. We got, I can say, the mobile companies, they're doing very well in terms of e-commerce. This Airtel money, Afri money, and everything. I mean, bond with them, see how you can able to improve on that mechanism. Make more POS materials. The POS means like how they go to store in a house, you just pull your card. So man, if you ask another $5 in pocket safe, all sitting a card. You get a debit card, you get a credit card, whatever we want. But I feel saying that we for the push for. We for the push for an economy where we know people don't need for the carry boku money. Even when you go take money now, it don't make it easy. If somebody send money for you self in salon right now through the various remittance app, them Baywall, Remit, RIA, or this and that, it's so easy now. If you download the app, you're able to convert the money direct to Airtel money. So they're not even give you physical cash. A phone or whoever agent, they send the money for you to Airtel money or this. So you avoid all that transactions. That's the denomination. I mean, one big mistake. Now, one big mistake will not help at all because, I mean, then the other area again where I feel say we governments get for try for look into business partnership. They get for make sure say they create that relationship. There was no relationship between them and the business. Even if there was a relationship, it was not effective. We see a major gap. We see serious gap. I mean, sometimes can they just like how the previous with them? I mean, I can tell it's a problem, bro. You understand? You know what I mean? Say if you support your papa, if your papa do bad or your mama do bad, for correct, for say something. Some people, them man and SFPP, or them man like this. No, you can still support your ideology, align your allegiance to whatever you believe, and still able for if things they go bad, you call them back, say they bad because a home way control no day. All man they do what he elect. Nah, there's not problem go there. Do you understand? Me they suggest to make this government coming, especially this one way, this administration way. We get forget it. We get for be very, very friendly. You get for be transparent. You get for ready for accept criticism and look inside there, able to handle objection. Side way people in the raise important issues and where they know say, not look how it's political lens. Not look and say, okay, this person. Sometimes people can give them valid
points. They can give a valid and what's in a call. Look how you can able to get a buy-in from those kind of things. There was a whole gap between the minister of trade and the business people. When the deputy was elected, I mean, they appointed that woman we can't do. That woman did extremely well because if I say it begin create that kind of, you can forget we are in that relationship building between you and the business class. Because if you remember, we don't get much companies then as a law right now where governments they depend on in getting tax. The government they get tax usually on them business people where they import things there. You see now the Wataki self not that busy. They make prices, everything they go because a lot of people prefer for let them ship their products them now Guinea and take them long trailer them, they drive and kind of stuff, which is not viable for we. And you can forget people that were able to analyze and look at things that why is it happening? Why someone they buy tickets for go Guinea, it take boats for cancel? Why is it? You have to have a think tank. You can forget a unit way responsible for the look at all the loopholes and because for every time somebody buy ticket for go Kando na Guinea, now lots of opportunity for salon, not too much we're waiting for it. If somebody they ship goods and services, it ship and go green Guinea. Now Guinea you don't pay income, you don't pay import duties or whatever way you get for pay for clear and consider. Now lost revenue for we. So you get for make sure say 360 degree from Wataki, from airports, from everything, build that kind of relationship there between you and the business people. They're not going to say and say, if I bring container come, it's a burden on me for clear up. Or I pay more money or excesses than everything. Because let me tell you something, not to just the cost, the fixed cost we attached to clearing the container. Other variable costs that you got to go put for this person, you got to go put for this person. If you take container, you want your goods or service goods and way inside it. Even when you look at all the variable costs that we attached to the fixed cost where you don't pay for clear container, it don't make they even make profit. So some people just decide for say, I mean, why are they do business as alone? So when you look at all the activities and then business activities and the way they take place, then they affect with local currency. Then they make with currency not get weight because basically Guinea, I see them there in the first, I think at the number 8 or waiting they call. Guinea they do well. The currency is still there within 1 million. Go Guinea and see the mileage. Guinea get free ports. When one thing and the way they give it, if you ship container na Guinea, like all the ship container na Salon, when they pull the motoka, you got to pay for that motoka. Guinea, when you pay for that container, now when you see them pull the container, now, the motoka and everything, you know they pay for the motoka separate. Salon, you they pay for the motoka separate when they pull the motoka. Enough for Biso. If you want to actually encourage business, let we business the boom na salon. Some of them little things they're not all you get for it. You got to make sure say you ensure a win-win situation. The business people they win, the business the one that when they go sell you when the consumer themselves win, then you self the government get for win. But if you want to take the big chunk of the benefits, you know, na minimum because now yeah they get revenue for make a meet with the correct expenditure or the capital expenditure. Definitely you're not going to make any people not going to do business. And if people not do business, definitely it will affect your economy, it will affect your currency, it will affect the just like how they see because mileage not in a salon. Air France will not go salon again because they are not having mileage. Why they not cut Guinea off? Because there's economic viability. People then they do business. People then they go and come. You got to make sure say this government will they set up. Therefore, get that kind 360-degree approach wherein they for ensure a win-win situation. Not to just the government therefore win no more. No. The business people themselves want to maximize profits and minimize loss. That's the main aim why you go into business. The market myself where they wait 2-3 o'clock in the morning for go now, of course, for go buying things. They want to make profits. You understand? All man within the chain or within the circle can for make your and get your fair share. But if now government no more want forget your fair share, forget about the people they know, business not go, they never make if we currency they depreciate so bad. So look at the next governor, bank governor with the cap. Get all them money then they form a good partnership with the mobile companies them. Drive e-commerce, drive denting and it's very important. Then we able for align. If you for do other things, they probably open market operation for sale bond or whatever they want for sale or security or this. Just get rid of some of them excesses and the way in the market. But trust me, I not say some of the people that when they may appoint first them normally get that kind of background. I will say authoritatively. So people don't ever hook. So man for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, never get that kind large responsibility in making decisions. So many decisions and the way they make at the initial stage, stop their mining companies them for say, okay, we want to investigate your mining contract laws and this and that. No. Some of those are the wrong turns and where they make the wrong exits and where they make where affects we begin from day one. And after which we see subsidies and begin be removed. All that things and then I always put all together. Then affect the currency we make with money, it just to go up. It just to go up. Even right now after election, look how the currency don't go. We don't go 2 million. Every remit I just check it. They don't go 2 million 19,000 right now. You know, so now me don't take that the government get a responsibility for build a relationship with the business class. Not only the business class, but cut across. If we use agriculture this time as a flagship, let agriculture not to just for say, me na the agriculture minister then na free talk. No, we want for say an agriculture minister every quarter or every 6 months go can a radio. Not to pass you will get radio station or television station where they don't get a pre-question the way they not show you what's in the caption. No, how you tell we say, I don't roll out 500 tractors. This region, McKinney region, I don't roll out 20. I don't roll out this. And show me the businesses. So you find out when people see the transparency, say, this minister where they work, they this, then they get confidence. Small people then they get confidence because they know say they get support. Agriculture is not cheap. We are talking about education when I'm in the flagship. If you want to go into agriculture, it's not a cheap business. You need money, not to business, because remember, I said the risk way involved, you go plant, you hope, say, I will get a yield, a very good yield. Let's say you get a bad yield. So all those resources where you don't put, now waste. Now losses to you. You understand? So government, if they are going to take agriculture as their flagship project, they got to make sure they do not align up to political. We are in. If they're not saying SLPP, now you know more than go give supplements, now you know more than go give this. Let it be hoping. Let transparency there. Let people then get confidence. Let people then say, oh, you say where the farm now put local, goes there with them for camp, somebody can evaluate the farm. She says, attempt I need this, or Abraham need this, he need this. On a form organization, now this put local this thing, we ready for doing a implements, we ready for doing a tractor, ready for doing a this. Once people see those activities and then they go on, you find out that we economy they boom, we currency go get weights, business go there, people go get employed, creates ready market as well. We not even get ready markets for now, I go say, because basically we not get one centralized. I'm not saying private people in the way they buy their cocoa, coffee, and this and that. No, but we need to forget like SLPMB. In those days, they get SLPMB, so don't police marketing, but now Wellington. Whether Wellington industrial estate, get confidence where everybody go to say, if I don't grow me sorghum, if I go sell and day, I go get good money, not to say you can't pay me because you have for private. You get a standard price. If somebody in a village, you see in Brother in a village, they make money per agriculture. Instead, they go in a village. If they left in buy keke business where they do, they go join them because they look the profits when Brother they make in a village because it gets a ready market. You understand? So all the cash crop things and they creates where people then we want to do business, give them the support. This is not just we get for make a lip service say we want to go into agriculture. No, agriculture they say again, it's not cheap. Governments get for really put their foot down and make sure say they put the resources for everybody, not to just say, oh, when a deputy minister, the farm now put local and give you in the no. If the decision you not meet the criteria, you not meet the requirements for make you get, because I feel say, but of the agricultural implements or tools them, where them the past 5 years them you get, but of them then get to themselves, then get to chief minister, then get to this, then get to this, to this, and that's what they say, because they say nobody, we not see some of them, they harvest the day. Let not be by that day saying about political waiting and connection, you forget anything. They get for everybody where they farm. When you see, when I get agents where they go evaluate and see, say, this person get farm, when I get the support. If people, 2-3 people that then at the dance floor, some man they don't reach retirement point. Some man they not even, it just want to get something passive income, where at least where they in a salon, where you don't need for the go salon, they get money go. But at least you get a business there where they run, it generates money. Then I'm going to take it, bro.
All right, thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
Who's friend? Quick answer, what you get for we?
Yes, Tripoli, thanks a lot for giving the platform and thanks for talking through this we financial scandal would they go around because I'm more of a financial scandal now, but not in the bad way. We point out things from the areas and where they look into financial outlook that how we finance and money business and currency day in terms of how people in they live. But the main things they are where they affect we in our policy and behavior. The policies that wouldn't they put between the bank and the government, how the money spending and how they go able to make money in value day, and the behavior of the people and back with the inside and policy making here. And the behavior now they rank from different way. All man they come with intention with different ideas. Some of them where they come like it is a textbook ideas. Those who in rascal way you see them, they truthful. You see them back, they work in hand with other people, other side, one at the government side. So, but the government side back get their own policy, wouldn't they put? So then two are not able for help way. Like you always say GDP now, what will they get for sell and what will we able to sell out the help way. But you get many other sectors and working affect we, especially when you look the development and planning. Because we see the development in the national development plan in terms of that development ministry wouldn't be open. It been get a lot of clusters where instead for don't they help towards developing the economy. But we not see them here in practice. They just been put them down for seeing identity and they do because of the thing them where they move the engine when they finance the economy, it been they grow, it been they divert to roots them when not the yield. In other words, we not they go, not been they plant. If not plant self, let us example with money, we don't go put us on side. But they not be better, not to fertile ground where they produce. Now more of what we talk of the expenditure, the one at the spending cuts. So that brings we to the tax and all anything then they would affect. But because of the policy and the behavior of people that would on deep and then place there, we see they're not able to perform well. So you look say waiting will able to bring that pair trading where you see Forbes they talk about. And another one day, because when the pair you trade, you always they take your currency for say now they take for buy that other currency. Who go buy for me outside. Now they the pair coming now because your own currency, if now that on 1 point something million, I get for take for like get $100, so you the pair and they and the pair in that base rate and what they say the base value and the one thing they always they take like how they talk about they say Iran money day Iran need but this now they are US because they take like a base value so then get you then they work them in financial market so that base value because and then they take say like a yardstick and then they take for measure you know they measure so now in the one would then they use for measure you buy one and then they accept so you see actually that area they will not able for get on well because of waiting for them they put aside the market in value for them begin they add the agriculture will they get added value per produce the industry will not they get the added value who will see the industry and then go able for yield so that's the side you direct your economy for let it go produce so that national development plan you get the social cluster then get one cluster where then see 2.4 when for social protection you see say it not be able for help much so you get the consumer price index where they go under that people and waiting and they go buy for bring that then host. But when you look now that one what they go purchase, you can go buy that money they also they pull and for let you go buy for let you go enough. So what you plan buy, you begin they see they cut down. So if now meal you they eat self for the day, you know go to eat that meal they complete. If it is 60,000 we go give for let go get that single meal they eat. So until that 60,000 no go day. So that one meal you go begin to square. I mean, try for put her in different form. We not go able for reach your normal 3 meals or average food we go eat for the day. But the value now, the manufacturer we see them try for bring manufacture in the palm oil and other thing. But in large scale, we go able for let that income go able for say go turn towards waiting we go able profit low money value. It not been there too much. You see, that value they then begin to add on but more still na small scale industry that would they try for big up income. The small money will they come back, waiting they happen. Wetin dey happen more na that base rate, and that base rate na interest rate wey we get problem with the one wey dey deposit or the banks that wey dey lend money from the bank again. We been dey see recently, then the government dey do im own side. But when all NTR no work, what you dey expect? Now inflation and greediness more. And when the greediness they can come up to even the one day where they sell in the market, then that greedflation. Because you greedy, the inflation they come because of greediness, you want to do profiteering. Then the one day back when greediness, then they try to get more and cut down the money, let not come as alone. I mean, let not come back. So these are the things where they talk now, say they don't affect the country quite a lot. We'll get for look into how money go able turn for logo get profit, then things then they then get for look into them. But if they say agriculture now they want for embark, you get for see how the agriculture go be enough for feed and left, where you go do that maths day, where the maths go know say this acre equal to these tons, and these tons equal to me population, we are go able for pull day, then I go able get more. And then the money where they can inside from that small tier where they dig na the country, then they sell her, let them try go inside the bank, and then the bank then get forget that balance sheet with them with the show transparency. All man they see what to see in form of see, but when they let the people know. Then they get them, but most time pass you get for chase, forget the information and they. But you know they get a panel of people who they sit down discuss about the economy, who wanna go lend debt. When I know they get people who go sit down say, well, let's do IMF. Let's get some people who wanna advise us them about the economy, like how they talk. Now one of the main advisor, team that one the way the president for always try build up and he manage. When you get them two things and you want to advise her, then go able can see any step where you take towards economic development. Because I go reflect by any plan where you see one for plan for develop in a big topic in terms of money. You know, go able go in details because the one they would then do about that area they specialize, then they. But the point is, these are the things where you they look, where they say they watch from the outside. Now they you go be able to see identity they work, and then get for look for turn the economy around. Then policy there, because once that inflation, that core inflation more, when are the food and the fuel. Once that food and fuel, you're not able to control them. The other engines they know they work. So these are the things we get for deal with. And I only hope say we will able to get that area we will able for help. Lord will avoid all this for let you know go able for go to the worst. Let God help the nation so then go get better policies and get people with good behavior and discipline. And knowing say money we come now for law we utilize them well, or anything where they deal with revenue, not for put in a pocket instead of you could do the good for the people. Thanks a lot. Let God help we will get better people who are there to help. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
You're welcome, sir.
We want to say thanks to all the panelists them for today. Just like I will start, we hope say the finance minister, Fantamadi, you get finance 1, finance 2, the bank governor, the deputy bank governor, then go able to see this one and say we need right now for attack this head on. Get rid of that old money. We don't pay for her, the new one. Let we use her. Get the bank governor so in a shinkawi he left both. He don't go. I must print 91 green sabi. Bank governor, if you dey listen, textbook economy now you they talk. If you dey listen, well, if na talk then say you no talk well, he left to you. Now you go, hey, now you the cap fit sound they put ampa. Yes. Because the tell the bank governor be they say, oh, now A, B, and C now so then go do. You get people like money they can left like APC and APC now they don't thief money. The money they can left now they are now. If they not come out for go, you will be the talk down the cushion. Then pull money, then not pull money. Would I keep money? Would I not keep money? Who prints money by container? Would I not print money? 30 days. Would they number 4 by the weakest, the 10 weakest? Can we just fix that? Can we just fix that? It left to we all. You they feel the pinch, me they feel the pinch. Do ya? The one the way responsible. Then they not turn blind eye. Then they not make like say they not the like textbook economy. He be tell we plain. Let's fix this. Eh? Let's fix her. We can. We able for. If we want to. Let we do am do ya. We go there back tomorrow.